whose skill in the care of plants and trees has never been equaled. She hardly noticed the birds, of course, but loved the fields and orchards. These were her passion, her life. She didn't disdain Aphrodite as much as ignore her. She kept aloof from any suitor. There was, however, one suitor, the god of time, the god of springtime, Vertumnus. He was
in love
with her, more than all the rest.
He adored her.
In the manner of the Shire gods, he used to disguise himself, would put on the clothes of a farmhand, wear a straw hat and a workingman's shirt, and stick hay stockings behind his ears to look like some storybook yokel.
Howdy!
When that produced nothing, he thought he might hold in his hand a pruner, trying to look like a field hand who tends to break from their markers. After the complete failure of that, he came with a ladder to seem as though he were bound for some Myrrha orchard to gather apples. With wigs, costume, and makeup, he once tricked himself out to be a soldier, romantically returned from foreign wars. Another time, he set himself up as an ordinary fisherman, fishing in her path on the chance that she might pass by. He waited from dawn to dusk, passing from horror of boredom to terror, and back again.
The point was just to be near her.
Stand there and gaze at her beauty.
Maybe wish her good morning,
Or,
good afternoon, good evening.
before he plodded on by.
I live for these trivial moments.
One day, he put on the old woman's dress and wig and wandered through the green hills until he found his beloved standing in lavender.
Oh, lovely, truly lovely. But you is lovelier still. Oh. Just look at that, would you? Look at that. And think how that tree and vine complement each other, complete each other. Separate they aren't much, but together they're splendid. There's a lesson in that, my dear, one that you might consider.
Reject?
Yes. The way you've been keeping to yourself is no good. It's a sad violation of nature, as well as waste. A lover is what you need to make you complete as a woman. You'd have many choices, I think. As many as Helen. But there is one in particular I'd recommend. Vertumnus. I know him as well as I know myself, and I warrant, no, I guarantee that his eyes are for you alone. Consider that he is young, attractive, healthy, and strong. Your tastes are the same, too, for he likes trees and gardens almost as much as you. Besides, he's fun and takes on various disguises. It's a game he likes to play. Believe me, you may take these words as if they were coming from his own mouth.
This got Vertumnus nowhere.
Listen, aren't you afraid of offending Aphrodite? Don't you know the story?
What story?
The story of Cyrus. His daughter Myrrha and Aphrodite.
No? And he began to tell.
Part 1. The mistake. There was a girl like you named Myrrha. She too ignored Aphrodite. She would not fall in love. There were suitors everywhere, but she was blind to them. Finally, Aphrodite had had enough and seized her with a passion. It was a passion for her father.
That's not true.
It is.
You can shut yourself in a room, bolt the door, but love will come through the window. Draw the curtains, lock the casement, but love will seep through the walls. Never think that you will be safe from love.
She struggled against her passion.
Oh gods, I pray you keep off this wickedness. Make me a daughter to my parents. Even to think what I am thinking is wrong, is a crime. Or is it a crime? Who would condemn such love as crime? The animals I've seen will do as they desire. A ram goes to the ewe that he has sired, and birds will make a nest with those the nest once held. How happy they are to be so free. But we have rules. If there are countries, I have heard, with no such rules, where in the dark the bonds of love, already strong, might be made perfect. Why am I thinking of such things? Leave me alone! He is the best of men, the best of fathers. If I were not his daughter, I might lie with sinners. But I am his daughter. You've been virtuous in body, Myrrha. Now be so in mind.
Myrrha?
Father?
Why are you crying?
Nothing.
Why should a girl like you be sad? There are suitors at our door every day, and you keep confusing them and weeping in the corners of the house. Is there someone special you were hiding?
No,
What are you waiting for?
nothing.
None of them pleases you?
No.
What sort of husband would you like?
One like you.
May you always be such a good, sweet girl.
Midnight came and slept crept in the palace to fold men in his arms. But Myrrha could not sleep. Tangled in the dream of her father, she tossed all night long, caught between her shame and her desire. Like a tree once wounded by the woodman's axe, that leans first one way in the wind, then another, hesitates, but always falls.
Part 2. The solution.
Myrrha, what are you doing?
Go away!
What is it? I'll help you, whatever it is. The old are not altogether helpless. Has someone bewitched you? Spells may be broken. Or have you crossed some god? Still you may look to appease, by sacrifices and prayers, even the heavens' anger. What else can it be? Your mother and father are, well, I know. It is love. But I can help you. Whatever it is, whatever you want, I swear by the gods to help you. Only tell me. Your father will never know.
Go away!
Why?
Go away or stop it! Stop asking why I grieve! It's a crime, the thing you're trying to learn! A crime!
This went on and on, but the old nurse would not give up.
Oh, mother, mother, happy in your husband.
What does your mother have to do with? Oh, child. Whisper into my ear and tell me I'm wrong. I swore to help you, and now I must. Tomorrow your mother leaves for the Feast of Ceres. She'll be gone in 9 days. Your father will drink. He'll be likely, as any man can be, to listen to my suggestion. That a pretty girl adores you, loves you, and wants to visit your bedroom. Can she?
She's attractive.
Yes, and young.
How young?
Your daughter's age.
All right then.
There's only one condition. She's very shy and is afraid for you to see her.
How charming.
Part 3. The corridor.
In the small hours of the night, when all was still in the palace, when the moon had fled from the sky and the stars were concealing themselves in a shroud of cloud, she set out for her father's apartment. She stumbled, recognized this as an omen, but nevertheless turned down the hallway. She continued down the corridor, clutching her nurse's arm for support. The hall was apparently endless, but then, too soon, they arrived at the door.
Your girl is here.
Part 4. unnameable.
Full of her father, the girl slips out of the room. Guilty, but shameless. There's nothing to fear or to hope for now. The next night, she returns. Because twice is no worse than once. And the third night, she is back again.
I want to see you.
No.
Let me see you.
No.
I want to see you.
No.
Some say she escaped into darkness, out of the room, the house, the city, and remote, exotic islands, even as far as the arid wilderness.
Oh gods, I pray you, change me, make me something else, transform me entirely. Let me step out of my own heart.
Someone must have heard her prayer, for she did change.
Some say she changed into a tree.
Some say she gave birth to a boy called Adonis.
Some others contend that she dissolved into tears.
And this last was not a mere expression, some rhetorical turn or poetic or hyperbolic trope, but simply the unadorned, terrible truth. She stepped into a shimmering stream and began to dissolve. Her body melted.
And then she was gone.
This story got her tongue nowhere.
Why are you wearing that ridiculous wig?
Oh, I don't know. I thought.
Take it off. And take off that idiotic dress. I'm embarrassed. Take it off.
When at last the god revealed himself just as he was, much to his surprise, he had moved the birds. Little Pomona was happy with what she saw, unadorned and disguised. Soon enough, the vine was